Atlas in the hot seat tonight.
And Atlas.
Goes by the name of Atlas the Bookkeeper. How you feeling, my friend?
Am I going to take on Warski 1v1? I don't know if Andy was serious about that. So, since all my trolls are talking about it, let's address this briefly. So last night, Kino Casino was streaming for the first time in a while. I think the last time they had streamed was on Thanksgiving, right? And I just happened to drop in, like, right at the tail end of their show. And they were making fun of me, which was funny. They were watching me play Call of Duty from the other day. And how, basically, whenever I play Call of Duty, I always say, oh, you see, I didn't see the enemy. It was an invisible enemy. Now, everyone knows that I'm full of shit. I do that when I'm angry. I rage at the game, right? But that's part of what I've always done. I mean, I've literally acted like that since the days when I played Street Fighter 4, okay? It's not ultra serious. It's meant to try to be entertaining when I'm sucking at the game or I'm really angry. Because if you remember, I was really angry because the stupid skill-based matchmaking kept screwing me over and giving me matches that were very laggy, and I didn't like that. So I went crazy, of course, playing the game that day. So I just showed up while they were watching that, like a montage of that, and laughing at it and making fun of me. And I thought it was hilarious, and I was laughing at it or whatever. And during that time, I guess Andy had said, I don't know if he was serious, would he 1v1 me in, like, Call of Duty? And I was saying in the chat, of course, the chat moves a mile a minute, so it's hard to have a conversation when they're live like that. But I've never 1v1'd in Call of Duty, right? Like, never. I've done free-for-all, but I've never 1v1'd. I don't even know how it works. Like, what? Do you have to find, like, a small map to do it? Because the big map would be, like, impossible. You could just run around and never see each other, right? So I guess we'd have to figure it out. But, again, I don't know if they're serious about it or not. I would be open to it. I've never done it. I think it would be something fun to do just because I've never done a 1v1 in Call of Duty. You know, remember, Wings of Redemption, supposedly a couple weeks ago, was talking shit about it, that he wanted to do it. And I said, yeah, we'll do it. I'll kick your ass. And he never responded, which is typical for him. I'm not shocked that he challenged me and I accepted. And then he basically never talked about it ever again because, you know, he probably was never serious because he knows I'm going to beat his ass regardless. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to try to figure it out how to do it. Wing still has PTSD from Bog. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why why he opens his mouth when he's not serious about anything. I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, if Andy wanted to do a 1v1 in Call of Duty, I think that would be neat because I've never done it before. Just to try, even if he kicks my ass, I think it would be fun to do to learn how to do it. You know, because I don't even understand how a 1v1 would work in a game that's supposed to be team-based. But to run around and try to sneak up and kill each other, I guess, secretly, you know, sneakily, that would be kind of fun. But I don't know if he was serious or not. You know, if typically if he's serious about something like that, he would have contacted me behind the scenes to set it up. And he hasn't done that. So I don't know if he was serious about doing it or not. But I'm sure if people are interested in seeing it, they're going to open their mouths and keep asking for it. And if they keep asking for it, maybe we'll set it up. But that's up to them. Like, to me, you guys know, right now I'm super busy with everything going on in December, all these games, the private react coming up, the Christmas marathon coming up, trying to learn my new setup. You know, the last thing on my mind has really been about doing co-op, just to be honest. And that's not negative towards them at all. Like, that's me. I've been so busy that I haven't even been talking with those guys about doing, like, any events or anything because I've been so busy myself, right? So, no, but anyway, here's the funny part about all that, right? So last night I showed up, and it was funny. Dude, I love it when I call him Triple P. It's Ashton. I call him Triple P. I don't know why. I just like calling him Triple P. It's like Triple H, right? So when he gets on you and he's, like, really digging in, I just think it's fucking hilarious. Like, I know he does it to other people. You're like, ooh, he's getting them. He did it to me last night, and I was having a good time. I was like, that's good. Like, that's cool. He's calling me out. It's funny. He goes, Phil, you're using the therms. You can see the guy. He's right there. He's not invisible. I'm laughing. I'm like, yes, it's hilarious. I think that's funny, you know? But here's what the trolls did. Did you see how Kino Casino completely sneaked Phil last night? Did you see the segment where they ripped him a new one? Wow, they've turned on Phil. They're his most heinous villains now, and they're going to razz him every day, destroy him every day. Phil's downfall is inevitable. Okay, if you really believe that, All right? Really. If you really want to believe that, go for it. Go for it. I don't even know what else to say. Go for it. Go ahead and just believe what you want. My downfall is inevitable. No one's going to support me. By the way, a tip just came in. I'll shout out in a second. Yeah, no one's ever going to support me again. No one watches my content. No one likes my stuff. Everyone's, I don't have a viewership. I don't have an audience. Everything's, whatever you say. Really, whatever it takes for you to get through the day because you don't like me so much, right? Whatever it takes for these people who are so obsessed with my downfall and so not able to cope with reality that they still, to this day, can't believe that this year has been amazing for me and how good things are right now. Whatever you need to believe, really. I mean, whatever it takes, whatever floats your boat, whatever gets you by, so that you can, wake up every morning with a smile on your face rather than miserable that I'm successful and you're not. Go for it. I don't even know what else to say. Like, the world doesn't hate me anymore. Really. There's people who like laugh at me, but no one hates me anymore like they used to. People's eyes were opened. It's fine. Everything's good. So whatever again, these people, they cannot handle reality. They don't want to handle reality. They don't want to live in the real world with the rest of us. They want to live in their fantasy where everyone, everyone's destroyed or whatever. It's just dumb. I don't even, whatever. Right now, we got people literally right now on the Kick stream who are big fans of Kino Casino. They're here today watching and enjoying the show. There's no logic to the shit that they say, but it's just funny because, like, do I have to address it? Not really, but I feel like I have to. Like, I would like to do the 1v1 with Andy if he's serious, but I have to figure out how to do it. Like, I have no clue how you would set it up or even make it happen. I've never done a 1v1 in a team-based game. I think it would be fascinating, but I don't know if he's serious about it. He very well could have just been joking. I think the viewers got excited for it. They were like, wait, he wants to do that? But, I don't know if he's serious about it or not, but I would consider it, sure. But like I said, if it was something that he was serious about, he'd probably contact me behind the scenes about it, right? But outside of that, I've already told those guys, they can make fun of me as much as they want. You guys have to understand something. Those guys gave me a chance to be treated seriously. Instead of treating me like a joke and treating me like, a scumbag or a whipping boy, they gave me a chance to just have fun. And not only did we have fun, we had lots of fun. I've been on their show multiple times. I've done co-op with them a couple times. And every time it's been great for both parties, right? So because of that now, I've had a giant turnaround in my business, in my life. Everything's so much better. Why would I care if they make fun of me? Well, go ahead. Make as much fun of me. Say I'm boring. Say I suck at video games. Say I beg too much on my stream. I don't care. Why would I? What? The only time people care, all right, is if basically you're a situation where you're not happy. Like right now, if I were a miserable wretch, right, and I was mad and upset about everyone else's success and not mine, and I was jealous, and then I found out, wow, someone's making fun of me when I'm already down, I'd probably be upset. I have been in the past, right? But things are much different with me now. Much different. So why would I care if someone razzes me or makes fun of me, or even if they were incredibly malicious, right? Listen, be as malicious as you want about me. I don't care. But you know what? What I would say is leave family members out of it, right? Like that, I actually don't disagree with people who like bring personal shit in. Like even during all the times when, I'm making fun of review tech and stuff, you notice I lay off from talking about his family members and stuff. Like, I don't feel that that's right. That's my own moral thing. Other people, they go further than that. But I feel like that's kind of, make fun of him for his actions or whatever. But I don't want to talk about his family members and shit like that, right? So I feel like that's the same. Like, you shouldn't be bringing other people's family members and stuff who aren't related to their content, into your derision of them. But that's my take. So, but hey, those guys have done me so much of favor just being nice that, they can make as much content about me as you want. Why would I give a shit? Why would I care? I was laughing my ass off. I tuned in, and I was laughing my ass off when they were making fun of me playing Call of Duty and then begging about the streak. I was like, yeah, this is funny shit. Go for it, right? I mean, that's how it works too. Like, understand, that's the game. The whole game is that we each feed off of each other to make content about each other, and it's the great system, the circle of content, right? One person does one thing, someone reacts to it, then you react to them, then they react, you know? It's endless. It's an endless cycle, but it works. That's how most of YouTube and content creation is working right now. It's not just people just sitting there isolated from each other, not doing anything or interacting or critiquing. It's you know, it's everyone kind of talking about each other. That's how it works. You know? So does it make fun of Kino Casino? I would actually need to have time to watch Kino Casino to make fun of them. I haven't seen like any of their shows in ages. I haven't seen, like, if you notice when they're streaming, I'm like never there. I don't have time anymore. I've been trying to jump. I jumped on literally, it was what, 15 minutes, not even last night, that I was able to catch that one segment where they were talking about me, and then I didn't have time. I was out of there. I had to start working on DS Politics for tonight. This face says, Triple P said your content was boring. So, okay. If he thinks my content is boring, that's his opinion. And how was that such a heinous thing to say? I thought that this content is boring. Well, that's fine. Okay. Do you want to know the truth? I can't stand sitting there and watching all of Kino Casino because I'm not for drama. Like, I sit there and I start to watch other segments about stuff that I don't know about, and I'm like, ugh. I can't stand it. I can't. Like, I'm just not a drama guy. You know that. I don't like sitting around talking about drama all day. So I can, like, stomach it in small segments, but that's me. That's my personal preference. Like, I can't stand a lot of drama. So to sit there and they're going to talk about Nick Fuentes. They're going to talk about Nick Rakita. They're going to talk about Cog. They're going to talk about, it's like, oh, when you get to the second person, I'm like, I can't take it, you know, but that's me. And everyone's different. Everyone likes different kinds of content. There's a lot of people who like my content. There's a lot of people who don't. Everyone has their own, you know, personal opinion and take, and that's fine. What is wrong with that?